I had no stress. I was at peace, and being out in the country, being out in the open air around the greenery and everything just grounded me to know that, my God is real. Hi, I'm Stella and I'm from Albuquerque, New Mexico. I had a mastectomy done at MD Anderson because I have breast cancer, my third reoccurrence. So I got a call on a Tuesday saying, hey, next Monday you're having surgery. And we had no time to prepare for housing, for anything. Me and my sister packed our things, told our work we'll be back, when, we don't know. And unfortunately I did have surgery, but I didn't have any place to stay. And then the doctors couldn't release me from the hospital until I found a place to stay. And being a single mom and having a household in New Mexico, having here, the first time I was here in Houston, it was really, really expensive. So I prayed, and the social worker at MD Anderson came up with the Hope Cancer Retreat, and we're like, okay, if they have openings, great, and sure enough, they did, and it is just so homey. The sayings on the wall, the Bible verses, I just really feel that it was a blessing. It was total God sent, God answered prayers, that I can come and not be stressed or worried and have a true recovery and not, again, have the stress of how am I going to afford this? Is it going to be for the entire stay? And so it was really nice to be able to spend the whole 20 days here. The dinner last night with the fish fry, meeting all the other guests and knowing that we have all this in common, and again, just the grace of God that we were all brought together, and the stories that we shared even after. And it was really, really cool to be able to talk openly about cancer. I mean, unless you've gone through this, you really don't know. And thank God, God's God, because they answered my prayer, they answered their prayer, and by us being able to come to the Hope Cancer Retreat was not only an answered prayer, but a blessing in disguise. I had no stress. I was at peace, and being out in the country, being out in the open air around the greenery and everything just grounded me to know that, my God is real. When Larry did say you come here to rest, and it's just not physically, it's mentally. You rest mentally. And like I told Jenny, if I had to even imagine it, if someone said, okay, what would be the perfect scenario? I could have never come up with this design. Like, okay, there's going to be these wonderful people that has a retreat in the middle of the country that I'm going to feel great. I mean, I could not even imagine this. We come for hope, and only by God's grace do we have the hope. Like I said, it took the stress out of me, so I think even my doctors are really amazed on how well I'm recovering, and I do attribute to this, to the clean air, to the hospitality, to know that if I absolutely needed something major, that I know that, hey Jenny, hey Larry, can you help me? And I know that they would be there for me. I'm family now. I'm family to them, and I will always cherish their friendship. I will always remember this, and that's, people don't have those kind of hearts unless they have God in them. We come for hope, and only by God's grace do we have the hope.